Hello, everyone. My name is Leila, and I'm a senior instructor at Coded. I'm going to be your MC for today's demo. I'd like to start by thanking everyone who is joining us tonight to see the graduates' capstone projects. Let's start things by telling you all a little bit about Coded. So, Coded is the first coding academy in the Middle East. It was established in 2015 in Kuwait. Through the past years, we held more than 35 bootcamps, graduated more than 400 students, and our students presented more than 90 capstone projects. Let me tell you all about our graduating students' journey with us in this bootcamp. So this was a 14 weeks bootcamp, 15 days a week, 8 hours a day bootcamp. That's right, it's very intensive. You might think that it is a lot of time, but the interesting fact is some of them have even stayed way longer than that to code, especially during the project phase. The reason that it is very intensive is that we keep our promise when we say that they're going to be amazing job-ready developers. Let me tell you about what they've been spending their time learning over the last 14 weeks. So every time they learn a new concept, they apply it by either completing tasks or building mini projects or both. The bootcamp starts with the foundation phase, which was 2 weeks long. During this phase, they've learned the command line, Git, JavaScript, data structures and algorithm, HTML and CSS, and some basic Bootstrap. Next was the React phase. So React is the front-end library used for creating dynamic web apps. After they finished learning React, they moved to Express. Express is a Node.js framework that provides a robust set of features for creating an API. After that, we moved to React Native, which is a front-end framework for building cross-platform mobile apps. And after they've learned everything they needed, they put it all together in the Cornerstone project. So in this phase, the students built a complete chatting platform. They built the API, the website, and the mobile app, all from scratch in 2 weeks. I know, they're amazing. So what you're going to see today is their final project. They chose a problem and solved it using the skills they've learned throughout this bootcamp. I won't speak more than that on this matter because I'll let you all see and we will show you and tell you. Because we believe that the growth of our graduates comes from the feedback they receive directly from the market and companies, like many who are joining us tonight. We have invited a few esteemed panelists to offer feedback on each team's capstone project. So we have Salim Ma'rafi, co-founder of Audible, Hani Hamshari, chatbot expert at Orange and project manager at Technica, and last but not least, Mohammed Zaid, a software developer at Taqniya Cyber. Before we get started with the demos, I'd like to mention that if you're interested in hiring our graduates, please visit jobs.joincoded.com. So let's get started with the first team. Our first team is Team Guidebook with Amjad, Ibrahim, and Ahmed. Are you ready, gentlemen?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, the mic is yours.
Okay,
Thank you, Leila.
I think you can see my screen.
Yes.
Go ahead, Amjad.
Okay. Hello, everyone. We are very excited to show you our capstone project, Guidebook. I'm Amjad Al-Muhtasib, and joining me, my colleagues,
Ibrahim Shaheen.
Ahmed Abawi.
It's a known fact that we all eventually become exhausted from our jobs and need to take a vacation away from them with tour agencies. But you may be afraid of fraud, or you don't like to be committed with a group or fixed program. So today we will be presenting our project that will enable you to book a trusted tour guide with optimal prices. Also, it offers the privilege of flexibility when it comes to booking dates, and there is less chances of a fraud. Now, Ibrahim is going to take you through the website as a tour guide. Take it away, Ibrahim.
Thanks, Amjad. I am Ibrahim. I'm a Turkish citizen. 6 years ago, I started my career as a tour guide. And today, I will register on Guidebook website to have an additional source of income. And I am already filled the sign up form. I will sign up. I will fill the form. Where is Istanbul? Yes. In your zone, it's Shishli. About the price, it will be 15, fair enough. Max group size, it will be 6 because I have a man. But my holidays, it will be just the next Friday. Yes. And I will add a brief description about me. That's it. I will edit my profile to add my picture and my gender. It was pretty easy. And now I am waiting for bookings. Right now, Ahmed is going to demonstrate the experience of the user.
Thanks, Ibrahim. I am already registered and booked a guide for a trip to Italy with 3 of my friends, but we decided to change our destination to Turkey. So I will start searching here. I will choose Turkey, Istanbul. I'm so excited to visit it. From 10 to 15 September, and group size will be 3, then search. Oops, I think that I forget myself. So I will fix it. We are 4. You know what? I will extend it for 2 days, then search again. $15 per person. It's very price for us. So I will check it. He can speak Arabic and he has a van. Wow, perfect. I will book him. Everything seems good, really. So done. I will check my mailbox. I just received an email about my recent booking details. Okay, that's great. I will go back to the website. I don't need this booking now, so I will cancel it. Yes, cancel. Sorry, Ali. Yes, I'm sure. Right now, I will pass it to Ibrahim to show you a different user experience. Go ahead, Ibrahim.
Thanks, Ahmed. This is Hammam. I am a travel lover. And yesterday I came back to my country. And while I'm checking my email, I noticed that I received an email from Guidebook website to rate my previous guide. So I'll click here. The page is loading. Honestly, he deserves more than 5 stars. I have already planned to travel to Italy with my wife next month. So I'll start to make a guide to Italy, Roma, from 10 to 17 September, and search. I will sort the list by rating. This guide has the best rating, so I will book him. Book. Yes, I have to be logged in. My username and my password. Sign. And book. Then done. Wow! I have got my first promotion. Right now, I'm a silver member. Now, let's go back to slides with Amjad.
Thank you, Ibrahim. In our stack, we used React, Redux, and Tailwind CSS for the frontend. Also, we used Node.js, Express, and MongoDB for the backend. And we used some interesting technologies like SendGrid and Mapbox APIs with our website. For the project management, we used Trello to create our Scrum board for the task of the project. For code management, we used GitHub to create our repos and to manage the workflow with GitHub branches. For communication, we used Google Meet and Discord to discuss the project and to share our thoughts together. For future work, we are planning to add diverse tour packages using AI also to make our mobile application and to make the payment gateway. That concludes our presentation. So if you want to enjoy your next trip, you know where to go. Thank you. Any question?
Thank you, team. Panelists, do you have any questions? تفضلوا.
يعطيكم العافية جميعا. Well done, nice project idea. I have a few questions for you guys. So you said one of the purposes of this application is to reduce fraud. Um, I thought the sign up was like pretty easy, and there is no confirmation from an admin panel or like an operation team that verifies that the tool is not a fraud. Um, what was the idea here?
Excuse me, what's the idea of what? Can you explain?
Of making the sign up easy without having no checkups from an admin side. If the guide is not actually a fraud.
We will make it legally.
Mm-hmm.
We will make it legally. Yes, we will take that point in our consideration.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Okay. My other question is, you said in the last thing that in the future you wanted to make it an AI project. Did you lay down any basis for that? Are you collecting data or
Yes.
events? Or,
no, we have the idea now. For now, there will be a homepage, and there's some questions. Depend on the answers, the AI will fit a good trip for you, and it will not cost anything. Just Uber and the cost for the restaurant or the place you go for it.
Understandable.
Yes.
Okay, thank you guys. Great job, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you.
That's kind of you.
يعطيكم العافية جميعا. صراحة انبسطت كثير في الشغل. من الأشياء اللي لاحظتها يمكن لأني استخدمتها قبل، استخدمت جوجل مابس اي بي اي، وكان في يعني كوميونتي كبير فيها. صراحة كان واحدة من الخيارات ماب بوكس، بس لأن ما في كوميونتي صراحة أشجعكم استخدمتوا ماب بوكس. لازم تقرا الدوكيومنتيشن، وهذه سكيل لازم يعني كل ديفلوبر لازم يكتسبها. هذه واحدة من الملاحظات، والباقي يعني أبدعتوا ما شاء الله.
Thank you.
مشكور.
يعطيكم العافية. This project makes me a little bit jealous because I am looking forward to traveling more. In developing your project, I'm curious, what were some of the challenges to scaling? So it's a very simple solution to a very real problem. What happens when you get millions of users all over the world? What are some of the things that you thought of or built into already or can foresee?
Sorry, do you hear me? Can you just
sure.
ask the question another time?
Were there any challenges around scaling this application? So with 100 users, it works great. With hundreds of thousands of users, what are some of the issues you might think you might run into?
Okay. First of all, when we make a search button, if you remember it, we make it from the backend. So I don't think that it's an issue because we consider it in our solution now. But I think that we should put a payment gateway as another option for us. And you want the challenges from us that we will be faced if there's more than 500 users. Yes?
مئات الآلاف مو شرط 500. But I think you've addressed the question, but yeah, go ahead.
I think that one of the things that we think about it is to make search from the backend itself, not from the front end, because it does not make sense to make fetch for all the guides, especially when you talk about a large size that you talk about.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
يعطيكم العافية team. Now let's move on to the next team and take a trip to space with Crisis Galaxy with Wafa, Aya, and Isra. Ladies, are you ready?
Yes.
It's
Yes,
yours.
we are. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for being with us today. We are the Crisis Masters. I'm Sram Al-Kawi.
Wafa Abdullah.
Aya Al-Husami. Most of us hate science because we think it's boring. This feeling comes because of how we took science at school. From there, we came up with this idea. We developed an entertainment educational website about space. We present space facts in an interesting way with some games for practice on some basic information about our solar system. Let's start our journey at Crisis Galaxy. In the educational part, we will see the planets of our solar system. We can see detailed information for each planet. Let's see Saturn, for example. Here, we can see its temperature, how it is greater or smaller than Earth, its internal structure, and its surface geology. In our documentary film, we bring some resources for you to learn deeper about our solar system. Now, Aya will lead our journey.
Hello, everyone. Are you ready to see our exciting games? I have already an account, so I'm going to be logging now. Okay, let's start with Hit the Alien game. You will never stop playing it. It's like addiction. You will gain the score once you hit a picture which is lower than yours. But if you hit a picture which is higher than your score, I'm sorry to say that, but you will lose. Let's move to Flip-Flop game. It's a flipping card with 3 stages, easy, medium, and hard. Once you move between each difficulty, the number of cards will increase. This game will help our kids to memorize the name of planets. Okay. Amazing. In the third game, we will test your knowledge. Be a hero and solve it if you can. Okay. Now Wafa will lead our journey.
Hello, everyone. Let's move to Star section. Play more and more games and you will gain more points that will allow you to build your own solar system. Name the planet whatever you want. Let's try buying Mercury, for example. Name it Wafa. Once we add it to my store, it will be added to my items. We have if you are lazy and you don't want to play points, you can get 5,000 points from your Visa card. Pay $10,000 and 5,000 points will be added to your account. Okay, let's move to profile section. And profile section here, you can see my items. And my items, here are the planets that we bought before. We can drag and drop them and the orbits wherever we want and the orbits, as shown. And profile also, we have other feature to edit your username and password if you want. Okay. We built our website using React and drag and drop library for to build our own solar system. We used Stripe for our payment method, knowing that all our website was built from scratch using CSS. Okay, and little touches of Material UI. For the backend, we use Node.js, Express, and Postgres. Our ERD contains 4 models with a many-to-many relation between user and item. We also have space, image, and film models for documentary side. Okay, and project management section, we use these tools for workflow, communication, and code management, such as GitHub. Okay, our future work contains four main categories: to create interactive games with multiplayers, in addition to a live chat between players. And there is an idea, I guess Hani will help us to make a semi-like chatbot for elementary kids. In addition to building new cards for astronomical concepts, finally add a user review for website. Thank you. And any question?
يعطيكم العافية بنات.
الله
Panelists,
يعافيك.
the mic is yours.
I really enjoyed that. I think that's such a cool project.
Thank you.
I was going to ask about multiplayer, and you addressed that as well. I think, especially in education, if you work with schools and
yes, it's designed for elementary schools. I guess we will build something in future, such as a chatbot.
Okay.
For planets, once we moved from planet to another, Hani will help us for that. And we are moving to Saturn. Welcome. Wear a mask. There is no oxygen here. Something like that.
Balash al-masks, we've been wearing too many of them, but really well done.
Yes.
يعطيكم العافية. I would love to help you anytime.
Thank you, Hani.
What I really liked about your project is the front end. The front end is very friendly, and I think the kids would love it, actually.
Thank you.
Like the project is simple. I love that. Maybe it needs like a little bit more content. The only downside that I didn't quite like is that you can drop off planets wherever you want. Like you will mess up the entire solar system. So.
Yeah, it's the user solar system. He can build his own.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's for kids.
Yeah, maybe I'm a little like bit more nerd than the others. Yeah, good job, everyone.
يعطيكم العافية بنات. صراحة استمتعت. really يعني fun and cute يعني theme. I like the implementation of Stripe. You're going to use that a lot in the future, I promise you. The other thing is I really enjoyed the animation. My only note, it was a bit too much. Especially like in the puzzle game. I really loved it. So I was jealous when I was watching it.
Thank you.
Great job, and wish you the best.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
That was amazing, ladies. Thank you for that. Now that we've come back to Earth, let's do something that all people like, debates, with Team Debatable, Mohammed and Yanal. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes, we're ready. Thank you, Leila.
Okay, the mic is yours.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It's an honor to have you with us today, as we are so excited to showcase our project to you. I am Yanal Shmelan, and joining me, my friend and colleague, Muhammad Al-Hadidi. So you can visit our website now. It's already deployed on debatables.me, or you can keep it up with us in the presentation. So today I'm going to tell you the story of Ahmed. Ahmed is a university student who likes to develop his Iraqi skills, critical thinking, and confident communication. So he joined and enjoyed his university debate club. But after the COVID lockdown, he couldn't continue with his hobby. So he looked up for a similar digitalized experience. But all social media websites that he found were not well formatted and structured for constructive discussions like debates, due to their focus on presenting the main idea or the author's point of view. Until Ahmed discovered our platform, Debatable, which allowed him to engage and visualize discussions in a new way. So let's take you through our platform. Now we are in the home page. Let's see what's popular. And let's discuss one of the topics. about should all humans be vegan. So we are now in the debate page. Top here, you can find the main arguments, and below it, you can see other users' arguments aligned by their content, whether they are agreeing or disagreeing with the author. So for me, I would disagree with the author, and I would write meat is the main source of protein. And now I can share it, this specific argument, to my social media account. So now it's in my Twitter account. And I received a notification that someone disagreed with me, and I can see his argument in real time. Also, I can vote his argument, whether I agree with it or I disagree with it. So now I will leave you. Okay, I forgot something. To not get lost in this discussion, we have a simplified graph up here that will help me navigate through the discussion, with the green rectangles presenting a comment that agrees and the red one for the opposite. Also, I can return to the main arguments anytime by clicking the top gray rectangle. And now I will leave you with my colleague Muhammad to continue with the demo.
Thank you, Yanar. But for Ahmed, he is missing the fun of debating live like he used to do. He's not a technical person. He can't use complex streaming software. But in Debatable, he doesn't need to. Wait. But in Debatable, he doesn't need to. He just have to click on Create Live Debate. Yes, he just have to click on Create Live Debate, and he's ready to go. Everyone following this debate will receive a notification so they can join. Now, while waiting for others to join, Ahmed will start his stream, control his mic, control his camera the way that he wants to. But Ahmed here needs debaters. So Ahmed will check the viewer list and choose 2 people to make them debaters. Only Ahmed as a host can do this. Now they both joined and started the debate. Ahmed as a host controls this debate. He can set a timer for everyone to see. He can mute or kick any of the debaters. So he controlled everything. But now what about the other who's watching this debate, the audience? Well, as a viewer who's watching, I can interact with this debate. I can vote for any of the debaters and choose which side I am leaning to. Or I can share my opinion directly using the live chat feature. Now, what if you want a private debate for your company or a group? Well, Debatable got your back. Debatable have a clubs feature that allow you to create or join public or private clubs. For example, here, Ahmed company need to hear their employees' opinion on one of their upcoming decisions. Ahmed will create a club for his own company, and he will make it private, so only people in the company can see it. And he can invite them by just copying the invite link and send it to them directly. So his coworker can join. Ahmed will create the debate now. Enter it and share his opinion about the matter. And coworkers can share their opinion too, and the company will reach a decision based on the feedback they got. Now, due to time limit, we were not able to show everything. There's a lot more in this project. There is form validation, there's dark and 20 other themes, there is filtration and pagination, there is user profile, profile edit, and user stats, there is debate stats, and a smart notification system. For the technology we used Next.js React for our front end, Apollo for state management, Tailwind for UI, Node.js and Express for our backend, OpenVideo and Webrtc for our live debate feature, Socket.io for WebSockets and chat, GraphQL for our API, and for database we used MongoDB, and Amazon Web Service and DigitalOcean as hosting solution. Now, for our future plans, we want to automate the video debate so it no longer requires a host, allow team debates, and we want to auto-detect abusive language, and we want to add multi-language support. You can check our website live at debatable.me, but now tell us what you think. Do you have any question? Let us debate about it.
I am up for a debate, Mohammed, but I'll leave it to the panelists first.
يعطيكم العافية جميعا. صراحة cool idea يعني very complex system, very debatable system too. كان عندي سؤال إنه بس الفيديوز، بس آخر شيء قلت لكم you used Webrtc، بس كنت بسأل إن هل هي فعلا شغالة، فيبدو لي إنها شغالة إذا you used Webrtc. How was the implementation of Webrtc in your system? That's the question.
Okay, thank you. هي شغالة. It's working. We chose Webrtc, and we actually were impressed that Webrtc works across any device, any browser. For the demo, maybe you think it's not working because we used virtual cameras to be able to stream 3 devices. But it's working. Webrtc is a very cool technology. It's always sub 500 milliseconds latency. We tested on mobile and it's working perfectly. And we used on top of it Open Video API, which made it very easier to deal with Webrtc.
Yes, we upload the video using Webrtc and we send it to our server and we restream it to everyone else. That's the technology used.
يعطيكم العافية. Very nice project, can help like toxic people like myself. What I love the most about the presentation is the user storytelling. Like, good job, Yana, on that. And the XQC video, like, is my favorite streamer. How do you plan, guys, on making money out of this?
Well, we was thinking about ads or subscriptions or making it a monthly bid, but we probably will make it ads like Twitch.
For companies, we thought about a monthly subscription for clubs that are owned by a company. And for the live debates, we had in mind that we may let any of the viewers give a donation to one of the debaters, and we can take a cut of that.
Did you think about data? You know, data, like gathering data, analyzing, having data scientists work on them, and setting out these data?
Actually, we thought about data and web scraping because we had an idea to take the terms, the known terms in the debate string, and turning it into a live link that will take you to the source of this info, like Wikipedia, for example.
I think many companies would use websites like this, and they already use like Reddit sometimes for lead generations on some topics. So most probably you should think more about this. Subscriptions are nice, but people are toxic and they don't like to pay for it. So you need to think how to make money passively. Great project. Thank you guys for showing the project in a really nice way. ويعطيكم العافية.
الله يعافيك.
الله يعافيك.
Love the project as well here. I had the similar question. What other real-world applications can you use? Because the technology that you packed into this in such a short period of time is impressive. Just what other real-world applications? I don't think there are a lot of people sitting out there debating, but the idea of competitions exists. So I'm wondering, what other ideas did you think about where you can repack?
Actually, myself, I'm a very fan of watching debates. So I see the problem. I saw it a lot on YouTube. For example, most of the debaters are usually old. They're not technical enough to use complex streaming softwares like OBS Studio and such softwares. So they are using a very old technology that's called Paltalk. That's called Paltalk, which is really very old from the days of Yahoo Messenger, because it's easy for old people. So we see a market for it.
Yes, and we see a market also for companies, like big companies that want to have to see their employee opinion about decisions. So they can open a debate about one of the decisions and see what's the good and bad about this decision, in a clear way. This is one of the main ways.
Yeah, I subscribe to that. I buy the user opinion angle is good. يعطيكم العافية.
الله يعافيك. Hani,
Allah.
I just understood your question about data. Yes, collecting data from this website about people's opinion about a certain product can be sold. Yeah.
Yes, it's today's oil data. If you're creating something that put in people's opinions, you should collect that, absolutely. And like do analysis on it, have a data scientist work on it, and this could be resold really, really in a good prices. I really like the project. Well done.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
يعطيكم العافية. Team Debatable. Our next project is for people who are interested in startups. تفضلوا. Iyas Abdullah, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay, the mic is yours.
Hello, I am Abdullah Badr and my colleague Iyas Al-Aouni. We are very excited to show you our platform, which is Startup Hook. A lot of people have wonderful business ideas, but unfortunately they are afraid of implementing them due to their economic situation. One of them was Yasser. Yasser recently lost his job due to COVID-19, and he has a creative business idea about online wedding planner, but he does not have enough money to implement. By chance, his wife told him about Startup Hook. Then he went through our website and signed up as a startup. So let's check out Yasser's story.
Okay. As Abdullah said, Yasser already went to our website. He already signed up as a startup, and now he will went to our Create Your Idea tab. As you see here, he will put the idea name, idea description, and fund type. Also, the needed information to the idea to be created. Then the idea will be shown in our admin list, and he will review the idea, read every single word, make everything is right. Then he will be approved the idea. After that, the idea will be shown as we see in our ideas list. He chose donation, investment, or consultation. He made 600 out of 2,000, which represent 30% of the total amount. The idea was created 2 months ago by Yasser. And now if we go to more details about my idea, we can find Yasser's profile, his age, country, education, and about him section. Also, as you see here, you can find everything about the idea, the name, and the full description about the idea. And down here we have idea PDF. If he needs any extra file to be uploaded, such as business model or maybe legal files or any needed files, he can upload it from here, and anyone can review it. Also, we do have the 3 buttons: donate, invest, and consult. Anyone can do a donation. No need to be signed in or signed up. All they have to need is press on donate, put the amount of donation, then press again on donate. They will be transferred to our checkout page and ready to pay. We also have the invest section. Anyone can do investment, but they must have an account under type investor, and then they will be moved to our agreement page. They have to read every single word very carefully, then put the investment amount, then sign it with the first name, last name, acknowledge and understand, then agree. They will be also transferred to our checkout page. And about the consultation, also anyone can do consultation, but they must have an account under type consultant. If they press here, they will be moved to Yasser's chat room. Then now we will go to Yasser's chat room. From here, we will find that Ahmed Mustafa, he's one of our great investors. He is really interested in Yasser's idea and requesting more information about it. Yasser can provide more information immediately. to Ahmed from here. Also, we do have Noor, one of our great consultants. She offered her help. She is a lawyer. Yasser can ask her any question regarding to the idea, and she will be more than happy helping him. And now Yasser could check his dashboard from here, from this button here. As you see, he will find all the data regarding to his idea. He received already 600. The remaining fund is 1,400. The total amount is 2,000. He can stop the process of investment or donation for any reason. Also, he will have all the transaction here with the amount, date, and time. After he gets funded 100%, which means 2,000 out of 2,000, he will be moved to our agreement page. We will review it now. This is our agreement page. Also, you have to read it carefully, sign it with his first name, last name, acknowledge and understand, then accept. After that, he will be able to withdraw the fully funded amount. Also, he will be good to go and start his own business. And the idea will be moved to our success story section at our home page. If you want here, we will find our success story. His idea will be next to Mariam's story. And finally, I would like to talk about our general data dashboard. From here, we can find all the transactions, total investment, total donation, success story. Also, we have two diagrams. The first one represents investment via donation. The second one represents the total ideas via the success ideas. If we go down a little bit there, we will find all the investment transaction, all the donation transaction with the amount, with the real time. It's all live data. It's all real-time data. And now I will leave you with Abdullah. We will continue talking about our future plan and ERD and our management plans. Thanks.
Thank you, Iyas. For our ERD, we have four model: idea, user, wallet, and message. Each user has one wallet. User contain donor, startup, or investor, or consultant. Okay. For our front end, we use React, Bootstrap, Stripe for payment method, and Tailwind. And for our backend, we use Express, Postgres, SQL, and Node.js. And for our communication, we use Trello to list our features, and Discord for communication, GitHub for code communication, and Miro for user flow, and Figma for our wireframe. For our future, we're aiming to add more features. One of them, make it mandatory for each success story to spend a specific amount of its profit on one of the listed startup. And we're aiming to increase our IDC, which stands for investor, donor, and consultant. Also, we're planning to allow users to have more than one idea. And we're aiming to increase our ideas acceptance rate. And that's all. Thank you very much. We hope that you like our presentation, and we would be happy to hear your questions.
Thank you, gentlemen, panelists. I leave the mic to you.
I like the idea. I think it has legs, especially in this region where there's very little information about kind of pre-seed startup. I'm just wondering, you started with the transaction or facilitating the transaction. Do you have any thoughts around kind of helping investors or people with funding to discover these ideas? So right now it seems like a listing, but genuinely the hard part is discovering what ideas exist in the market and where they are and what stage they are. And then if interested, what more information can I get before deciding to put backing behind it?
Okay. Do you mean for the investor side or for the startup side? Investor side?
From the investor side.
So for the startup, he has to provide a lot of information, like the business model, business plan that make his back. You know, And for investor, the only thing he can invest for this idea, his own opinion. Like, you know, I don't know if you get my point.
لا وصلت الفكرة. I think if you plan to carry this forward, the more information an investor can get, the better the investment journey for them and for both the.
If I can add something, so we thought about one thing. So the startup, before he posting or after he posting his idea, the admin will review it. So the admin have some experience. He have to read everything, and the first decide, like he can decide if this idea could go like this or it's needed more information. This is the first thing.
Yeah.
From investor side, we planning to do meeting, like video meeting. So if I read an idea and I really love it, but I don't have enough information, and also I wanted to see the person face to face. So we will allow them to do video, like video calls. It's all on the website, and no, like to make sure there is no abuse or nothing in our website. So it goes under like many processing before it's posted. Then the investor have many choices such as chat. Before chatting, he can request like video to video, face-to-face meeting, and then he can decide yes or no. But we can't sell it. We can't sell the idea. You know what I mean? Like we can't force him to invest in our idea. But we can do our best to make like a great communication between them.
Thank you for the answer.
You're very welcome.
والعافية شباب.
الله يعافيك.
يعافيك.
So this is mostly for creating startups and projects and ideas, but I haven't seen like videos telling the investor what is the project really about and try to showcase. Because like says most of people like videos like to understand what you're talking about, going through the project. And some of the online projects or technical projects needs an NDA before actually showing to others. That was kind of like when you showed the online event planner, I said like, I've never seen that before, but I could steal this idea. So this part like is kind of tricky. I know how to showcase projects with having security on your idea is not being stolen. I think the front end also needs a little bit more work. A good presentation for other projects could be could be through showing a really good work on your own project, and that's the interface of your website, which is like needs a little bit more attention. And you have said that you have created wireframes on Figma. Have you created a wireframe system on Figma?
No, it was just,
if you did, this would be amazing.
I mean, I didn't get the question, but what we did in Figma was like mainly drawing every single thing in our website, like starting from the sign up process, ending with the payment process. You know, like it just like I'm like imagining everything in the website.
Okay, good job. Like most people don't use this when they do their capstone projects, but I think this is really fantastic.
It's really similar to what we imagine. You know, like if you compare between Figma and our website, you will see that it's
awesome work. Awesome. Thank you guys for the good work.
You are very welcome.
يعطيكم العافية.
الله يعافيك.
يعني الصراحة I don't have any comments about the idea or anything because I know nothing about business. My only comment, as Hani said, the front end needs more work. I know it's a very short time to implement all this. يعني just like the two of you. There was inconsistency in the fonts and you know يعني the front end يعني يعني it can be better than this صراحة. يعطيكم العافية لكن يعني بالنسبة لي أنا استمتعت في العرض. I see the back end of this. Other than that ما في أي تعليق. يعطيكم العافية.
Thank you. Sure, we
Thank you very much.
consideration. Like, we'll improve our front end. And thank you for your notes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
يعطيكم العافية شباب. And now the next project is for the lovers of chemistry and for people who struggle with chemistry. We'll leave you with the junior chemists, Haider, Aya, and Zaid. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, the mic is yours.
Okay. Hello everyone. يعطيكم العافية وشكرا لحضوركم. Our website is called Junior Chemist. Let me first introduce our team members. Aya Abdul Qadir, Haider Abdul Sahib, and me, Zaid Jalajil. We would like to start by telling you a short story. It's about a child called Layla. Layla was an intelligent and happy child, but she struggled understanding chemistry. So we thought about many children like Layla, and we wanted to give them an exciting and fun way to understand chemistry by gamifying it to ease it up. Now we will walk you through our demo. The website is composed of two parts, quiz part and experiment part. I will leave you now with Aya to tell you about the experiment part.
Thank you, Zed. Our website has only 3 experiments for now: titration, warning, and soap experiment. So let's start with the titration experiment. In this experiment, we wanted to give the student a way to differentiate between the acid and base by using indicator. Here, we've used methyl orange and phenolphthalein as indicators. In this part of our website, we've created an animated experiment, and we made the procedure appears below them. Then, and whenever the experiment is done, you will get the whole steps. And if you liked any of the experiments, you just can click on the repeat button and repeat it as much as you want. Let's move now for our next experiment, which is the warning experiment. Here, we just wanted to warn the student that they should never add sodium to water, because the result, as you will see now, will be explosion. And here you will see a pop-up just to warn you never to do that. And for our last experiment, which is the soap experiment, here we just wanted to show the student the way of making soap and how easy it is. You only need to mix sodium hydroxide with any type of oil and then left it to rest in the mold for 24 to 48 hours. But you can't use it before 4 weeks pass. And now I will leave you with Haider to tell you about the quiz part in our website.
Thank you, Aya. So now let's talk about the quizzes. In the quizzes part, we have 2 rooms, the public room and the private room. And now Zaid will enter the public room, where first he will be required to enter a username. And after entering the username, he will be sent to the waiting page. And until 3 participants join the room, the quiz will not start. After that, a list of multiple choice questions will appear, but for presentation purposes, we have reduced the number of questions and Zaid will have 5 seconds to answer each question. And after all the questions are finished, he will be redirected to the result page. Oops, it looked like Zaid missed a question, so he want to try again, but this time he don't want to play with strangers, but with a friend. So that's why we have created the private room where he can play with his friend. First, he will need to enter a room name, and then he need to specify the number of the participants that he want to join the room. After that, he will be greeting with a pop-up that have a link that he can copy and send to all of his friends. Then he will enter a username that he'll like. And after that, he will be redirected to the waiting page. And until all the invited participants are joined, the quiz will not start. The private room have the same principle as the public room, except only the people who have the link can join the room. And Zaid can create a room and start a quiz all by himself if he want to. And after all the questions are finished, he will be redirected to the result page. It's like Zaid got all the questions right. And now I'm going to leave you with Zaid to continue with the presentation.
Thank you, Haider. It looks like finally I got it I got the questions right. Now, let's move to our project architecture and technologies. Our ERD based on 5 models. Different users enters many rooms, and each room contains many users. Every question have many choices, but each choice belongs to one question. Each of rooms, users, questions, and choices have many answers, but each answer belongs for each one of them. Now, I will tell you about the technologies that we used. In the backend, we used Express.js, SQLite, Node.js, and we used Socket.io for real-time quizzes. In the front end, we used React, CSS, and all of our experiments were made by native CSS and CSS animation. Our project management, it was all about teamwork. We used Discord for our communication. We pushed our branches to our repos in GitHub, and we followed our progress through Trello. What we want to do in our project next: make experiments interactive. Let admin add questions. Finally, we conclude our presentation. Thank you for watching. Any questions?
Thank you, team. Panelists, the mic is yours.
يعطيكم العافية. Very cool and fun theme. I liked the front end a lot. It was cool. I have a note and question. Note link, it wasn't encrypted, so it was it's gonna be easy to get a link and get into a room. It's gonna be more realistic to encrypt the link. The second one is can you automate the experiments thing? You can add it in the backend, or anyone can add stuff so they can experiment it. If that can be implemented, that will be so perfect.
I will take this question. هلا إحنا في future plan that we put them. We want to make all the experiments interactive, and the user can create their own experiment based on the elements of the periodic table.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
And for the link part, we didn't consider that for encryption but thank you for that suggestion, and we'll take it, of course, into consideration, and we'll try to encrypt the link. And thank you for your point.
Thank you so much. Great work, guys.
يعطيكم العافية. I don't have any business questions, neither technical, so I'm going to ask you if you have used any technology that you found very interesting during this project, and if you struggled with anything, and how did you manage to solve this struggle?
Okay, I will take that question. Of course, we learned 2 new technologies. Well, the first one was Socket. It was tough to deal with in the beginning, but with a number of trials, everything got to the point that we wanted. And for the animation, it was our first trial with the CSS animation, and we built it all from native. It was a tough little bit, but with continuous testing, we got everything right.
So how did reading the documentation help you? Seeing other people's experiences with the Socket.io have helped you?
Of course, it helped us very much, because the documentation was good, but it was a little bit confusing. So we have seen a lot of we have seen a lot of tutorials on videos on people who have used Socket, and it was really helpful because the documentation was a little bit tough to understand, but it gave us a good impact.
Okay, thank you. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
يعطيكم العافية. Really well done on the project. Two short questions. How many times did you have to rethink the ERD? Because it was very well put together, and it allows for a lot of scenarios. I'm just curious, how many times did you have to rethink through that?
Actually, it was about 4 times. Yes, but
yeah,
in the end, it looks right. So we took that one. Yeah.
Super. Yeah, I just want, it was something that popped out from your presentation, and you can make a very large game out of this. And then my last question or suggestion is, this would be great on TV, and you could have built this for React Native on television and run it on like Apple TV. It would be an interesting scenario to explore, maybe, especially if you're targeting kind of a pre-teen age group.
Thank you for the opinion. We will take that into consideration.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, team junior chemists. I'm sure Layla will get a very good grade in her exam next time. So the next project is for people who love mazads. Okay, so Basil, Yusuf, Ali, and Ismail, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay, the mic is yours. Go ahead.
Okay, so hello everyone. I would like to welcome Hani, Salim, and Muhammad. Thank you for having us. Our team name is Mazad, and we are going to present to you today our online auction. Okay, let me introduce you to our wonderful team, Ali, Ismail, Yusuf, and Basil. So, who we are? We are possibly the biggest upcoming online auction. After searching for an idea that can help our community, we found out that the market lacks online auctions. Not only online auctions, but online auctions with more than one category. We are where all the family can bid and buy their needs. Our solution came from Steve Jobs' popular quote, which is, you can't connect the dot looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So we worked hard to issue our multi-category online auction. Now, I will leave you with my colleague, Yusuf, with the demo.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yusuf. And as a car collector, I always use auction websites to grade deals. So today I'm going to tell you more about our website, Mazad. And as a car collector with passion to collect classic cars and new cars, I don't have to go for all the auction. I can simply choose my category, which is going to be the vehicles. Another feature I like about this website is adding auction to my favorite list, which can done easily by one click. So I can find them all in one place. I can try them easily. And if you hover over any auction, I can see the countdown till the ending time. And if you click on it, I can see all the details related to this auction. Another feature I like to talk about, it helped me to make better decision, is the active user watching the same auction at the time. And if another user tried to join the same auction, you can see them on the top corner right of the screen. And now let's try to make a bid. As you can see, the highest bid is done by Yusuf by 9,500. Let's try to top that. Let's try to add 500. And let's try to add the bid. And this bid will show to all users in real time. And now we'll continue with my friend Ali.
Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to show you, as a project owner, how I can add a new auction. Okay. So here we can add a name of the auction that I need to sell. I can add a description, and I can add a starting price. I will add a minimum increment bidding. I will add a start time and the end time. I will choose the image. And finally, I will choose the category. Okay, as you can see, here is the option. Let's move to the payment.
Now I'm going to show you if a user wins the auction, it will be added to the cart section. So in the cart section, he will can complete the payment process. Now I'm going to show you the complete payment process. So I will click on the checkout button. I will insert the email and I will insert the card number. So our payment API gave us test card so we can test our website. Okay. Pay. As you see, it succeeded. After the payment succeeded, I can find the auction in the purchase history section, and you can generate the receipt from the receipt button. And thank you. We will continue with Ismail.
Thank you, Ali. Mazad website based on React as a front-end framework and Node.js for backend, using CSS and some UIs libraries for designing. Figma as a framework. For database, we used MongoDB. This leads me to my next point. Using APIs, such as Socket.io API for live bidding, Stride for payment method. Next, please. I would now like to move onto project management. If you look at this, you will see that we managed to work amongst the team using some technologies. We use the Trello board for management, Discord for meeting, and start working by streaming between us, GitHub for sharing and saving the repos. I would like to finish with the future plans. Despite having quite limited time for the project, I believe we have achieved a lot during that, and I am very proud of the team for doing so. However, there were many features that we wanted to implement if we had extra time, such as releasing a mobile application. Another feature, adding buy now button for people who want to buy the product without waiting for. One of the things we have put in mind while writing the project code is scalability. Hence, for any expansion, whether locally in Jordan or regionally in the Middle East, for example, everything will be ready, code-wise at least. Finally, the shipping. We are putting user experience in mind, and we thought about implementing shipping service using a third-party shipping service provider like Aramex or DHL for starter, and to make the experience smooth as possible as for user, so items get picked up and delivered to their buyer in one click. Thank you everyone for listening. That was our project, and if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask.
يعطيكم العافية شباب panelists. تفضلوا.
يعطيكم العافية. I really like the project idea, and thank you for the nice welcoming, Basil.
Anytime.
I have a few concerns about like business-wise. First of all, how do you make sure that the highest bidder would actually buy the item?
We can add when he adds his credit card, we can just take maybe 20% from the payment as blocked payment, and if he didn't buy it, we can just take it as a penalty.
So 20% of the initial bid?
We don't have the same number, but just roughly.
Okay. Second thing is scamming. How would you prevent scamming?
Scamming on what? Can you just define the other question?
Yeah. So if I have advertised for a car for sale, and it was a Mercedes, but in reality it was a Honda. So I say a Honda instead of a Mercedes.
Okay, I think we should have. We will be making a video call as a website, so we can see the Mercedes, and we can check that everything will be sold good. And when we ship the product, as you said, the Mercedes, there will be one of our team will check that it's the same thing that it's on the website, and then it will be shipped, and then the payment will receive to the buyer and the seller.
That seems very costly on the company.
Add a new thing. So usually when let's say anyone pay, the money will not go to the, let's say, the auction owner directly. To hold on our side until we, let's say, make sure that everything goes right. And if there is any report, let's say, by the buyer, then there will be investigation. That's
yeah. Okay. Did you consider adding maybe to the user profile like legal paperwork or maybe user ratings, anything that can help to make the buyer a trusted buyer?
Yes, we considered that, and we will put it in our consideration for more improving our website.
Okay, thank you.
Anytime.
يعطيكم العافية جميعا. My only question was, how did you handle the favorite items things? Was it in the front end, back end? Because sometimes there are non-users who are on the website and they want to save these things. And sometimes I'm a logged in user and I want to retrieve my stuff if I log in into from another browser.
So in our website, we handle it in the backend. So to be able to use this feature, you have to be signed up first. So you can't, let's say, add any favorite auction unless you are signed up.
Okay. يعطيكم العافية جميعا.
Thank you.
الله يعافيك.
From my side, I think the business model works, and no matter what industry you kind of take it to, it's super high margin. I'm just wondering, what do you guys think was very different about the just also as a side note, I really like what the branding on your presentation and everything. So well done taking care of that. But what's different about Mazad that perhaps other platforms wouldn't offer?
Okay, so here in Jordan, I think we don't have the online auction that have more than one category, as I said. So the auctions, usually it's only for cars, as known here in Jordan. So we made our website to have more than one category, so all the family can benefit from this website. Maybe me, my wife, and my kids can go inside. My wife can buy fashion, furniture, my kids can bid for a toy, and me as a car lover, I can buy for classic modern car. So it's for all the family, to all the categories, for everyone.
Okay. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you, gentlemen. And now let's move on to the last but not least group, Clip It. Dina, Umar, and Ahmed, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, we are ready.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Leila. Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmed Abdaoud, and I will start presenting our project. Our project name is Clip It, and I would like you all to meet our team. We are Omar Al-Hawamdi, Dina Sbayh, and Ahmed Abdaoud. We decided to make short videos as our core feature, as it's well documented that videos is the most shared and liked form of content on social media. And while videos broadly stands above other content, short form videos stacks up even better. And as we can see lately, almost all of social media platforms have been moving towards short form videos, such as Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Our mission was to mix the short form videos with reaction videos. These are the videos of people's watching video. And lately we can see that reaction videos has a huge turnout. This can be noticed through a big number of channels on YouTube and accounts on TikTok using reaction videos as their content, where Clip It allows the user to post a video and react to other videos spontaneously while watching them with another short video. And now I will leave you with a demonstration with my colleague Omar.
Okay, so hello everyone. I will be with you with a small tutorial on how things will go through our application. So first of all, this is my account. I will start by adding a new post by clicking on this icon. You can have two options by choosing one from your gallery or recording a new one. I will choose for now, picking from my gallery. Okay, so let's choose this one. This one's kind of long video. So here you can adjust it and you can crop it to the place you just wanted it to be uploaded. So the next thing, you will be clicking on choose. So the video will be uploaded. Okay. So once the video has been uploaded, you will go to your profile to check that it has been uploaded without problems. Here's the post. Okay. So one more thing I will do, I will go to the home screen and we will go and search for Dina. Okay, this is the search. We will search for Dina's account. Okay, so here's Dina. Dina is a private account. Okay, so we want to be able to see her posts. We will now add Dina and we will go to Dina for the next process. I think Dina's not hearing us.
Okay, sorry, I was muted.
Okay, you can
Okay,
start.
hello everyone. So here is the post. Let's clip my reaction. Now the reaction is being clipped by Omar because he made the record process. Okay, I can cancel it or upload it, but for now, we will upload it. So let's have a look on the clip we made. Sorry about the broken camera. Now let's edit my profile. Like, okay, this is my friend Omar. I can see his picture in a full screen. I want to edit I will pick image here and resize it. Done. Okay. My profile is private. I'll switch it to public. And let's switch back to Omar.
So as you saw, Dina is a new user. She had only me as a friend. So we came up with the explore section here, so she can explore new friends and new videos. Okay. Okay. So here's the explore. We have, as you saw, Dina and Ahmed are not friends. So she can see her Ahmed's post. She can react to it. Same process as we did on my video. Okay. So, and one last thing, in the Explore, we managed to fetch about 10 videos. So the users don't have to handle much big data. So that's it about the reloading here. Okay. So Dina might have liked Ahmed's post. She can click on his name to go to his profile. She can browse his posts and she can add him as a friend so she can be updated with his posts. Okay, so about our ERD. Our ERD is mainly about the user. The user in the first place has many friends to himself and has many posts and has many reactions. And for the post has many reactions. And now for our technology stack, we will go back to Dina. Dina is muted.
Okay, for the front end, we use the React Native and through Expo. And for the backend, Node.js and through Express and Postgres. And for the libraries, we used Redux and Expo Camera. For project management, for workflow, we used Trello to create our Scrum board for the task of our project, and the Lucid chart for the ERD. For content management, we used GitHub to create our repos and to manage the flow work with GitHub branches. And for the communication, we use Discord to communicate and share screen. And for future plans, we will add chat, filters, and stories. Any questions? And thank you.
يعطيكم العافية team. Panelists, the mic is yours.
يعطيكم ألف عافية. صراحة الأيديا يعني مناسبة للوقت هذا. الرياكشن videos are going viral these days. My only question is how are you handling the explore section here? You follow any algorithm or something? And how would you handle it in the future with millions of users?
Okay. First of all, right now we are handling it with just random public videos. Okay. For our future, we have planned to make it more of like regions and worldwide based on the posts locations.
Okay. يعطيكم العافية. هذا بس كان السؤال اللي عندي.
الله يعافيك.
For me, I would have loved to see more of the social aspect of this, given that reactions are super social. For reference, there used to be a company that boomed and busted. It was called Fight Me. It was one of the first online reaction companies. And the part that they couldn't seem to get quite right was the social aspect, which means yani, if I'm following Muhammad and Muhammad challenged Hani, I want to hear about it. I want to be there and react to the reactions. I think that's kind of where I would take this, and especially in COVID times where we're craving the social interaction. I would have liked to see more of that. But generally, really cool idea. I like the aspects of your project. Thank you.
Okay, so about the social part, if you saw, each post got his reactions list. So you can see everyone's posts, everyone's reactions, not only your reaction.
That's super. Thank you.
Welcome.
يعطيكم العافية. I'm also a fan of the idea. What I wanted to see more in the user profile, I wanted to see more actions more than just adding another user. I wanted to see more action. Maybe the user didn't want to add you back. Maybe they wanted to block you. So you might need to add like more profile actions. In the videos as well, as Salim said, we need the socializing aspects of the for the videos. So more maybe like likes and comments, just like any other social media platform, would be a great idea, as well as sharing, getting people from other platforms to your platform is something that must be considered, because like it's relatively new like application, so you didn't expect that people would come to you as easy as you think. You need to pay, and you need to find other organic ways to get people into your applications. One of the things that made TikTok bust is the sharing, the video sharing. They only added your username on the video, and they told you like, you know what, get the video and go share it to other platforms. It's fine. If it gets people back to me, then this is a good idea. So that's something that you must consider. And I wanted to ask if you open the Explore tab and you saw like a couple of videos, and you decided you wanted to open another tab and come back to clip it again, is it going to fetch the videos again, or it's cached?
Okay. So the videos that already have been posted will be cast. Okay, they will be cast.
So this functionality is currently implemented in your application?
Yes.
Okay. One more thing that I think could be improved is the UI of the application. And otherwise, you guys did an amazing work. Good job, everyone on Clipit team, and thank you for the nice presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
يعطيكم العافية team Clipit. And with that, we conclude all of our project. I believe that you guys are as happy as we are here. Those were all amazing. Us, the coded team, are very proud of every single one of you. All of your projects were amazing. Thank you for your efforts. Also, thank you all for tuning in and supporting our graduates. As a reminder, if you're interested in hiring our graduates, please visit jobs.joincoded.com. And thank you. Have a good night.